Okay, let's take a look at problem number 5. The following structure is composed of two right rectangular prisms that each measure 12 inches by 10 inches by 5 inches, and one rectangular prism that measures 10 inches by 8 inches by 36 inches. What is the total volume of the structure? Explain your thinking. Well, the first thing that I want to think about as I read this is how many rectangular prisms are in this structure. And I have two that are identical, and then I have a third one that is different. So this structure is comprised of three right rectangular prisms. So the blue one, the dimensions are there, and then the green one has a dimension of 12 inches by 10 inches by 5 inches. So we have three different structures. And as I think about this, I would think of labeling these structures. I'm going to label the top one and the bottom one as structure A. And then I'm going to label the big middle one as structure B. So if I'm finding the total volume, because that's what I'm told to do, and I also need to explain my thinking. So here's my thinking on this. If I add the volume of A plus the volume of A plus the volume of B, I will get my total volume. Okay? Now, another way of looking at that, because these are identical, I might say 2 times A, the volume of A, plus the volume of B. Okay, so that's my thinking. And now I have to figure this out. So I'm going to label the dimensions. So on this one we have 12. On structure A it's 12 by 10 by 5. And for B, I have 10 by 8 by 36. Okay? Now, I'm not going to label the, well, I can here. I know that both structures for A are exactly the same. So I really only need to do one, but I'll put that in there. So let's go ahead and figure out the volume for A is equal to 12 times 10 times 5. I can multiply those in any order. And for me, there are a couple of easy calculations. I think I'm going to do 12 times 5 first, and then multiply by 10. Okay? So that would equal 12 times 5 is 60, and 60 times 10 is 600. And our measurement, it is very important because we're doing volume that I have inches cubed. Okay? So if I go up here into my formula, I'm going to put 2 times 600 inches cubed plus, now let's figure out the volume of B. The volume of B, I'm going to give myself a little more room here, so it's 10 times 8 times 36. And for me, as I look at this, I'm just going to go ahead and multiply 36 times 10 first, and then multiply it by 8. Okay, so 36 times 10 is 360. And I'm going to write that in 360 times 8 is 2,880 inches cubed. I'm going to put that in my formula for volume of B is 2,880 inches cubed. Now we can do an easy mental calculation here. 2 times 6 is 12, so 2 times 600 would be 1,200 plus, and that's inches cubed, plus 2,880 inches cubed. So I'm going to go ahead and add those up in the margin over here. 2,880 plus 1,200, and we have a grand total of 4. Whoops, I made a mistake. Woo. How did I do that? I'm sure some of you are looking at this thinking, Mr. Gilman, that's not how you add. And you would be correct. So, try that again. 4,080. So we have a grand total of 4,080 inches cubed. And there you have it. A couple things to point out on this. Because we have two identical rectangular prisms on the top and the bottom, we have to be sure that we're multiplying the volume of one of them by 2, or if we go up to my original idea here, I could add 600 plus 600 plus 2,880. So there you have it. And here's to much success.